Let's break down how this thing actually works. Chad Benson Show style.
When a pope passes away or steps down, the eyes of the world turn to the Vatican, and the centuries-old tradition known as the conclave begins. But what exactly is a conclave, and how does it work? The word conclave comes from Latin conclave, meaning with a key. That's because when the Cardinals gather to choose the next pope, they're literally locked inside the Sistine Chapel until a decision is made. Step 1. The preparation. After the Pope dies or resigns, the College of Cardinals meet in Rome. Only cardinals under the age of 80 are allowed to vote. That's usually around 120 men. Step 2. The secrecy. They take an oath of secrecy. No phones, no press, no leaks. They're cut off from the outside world, with security sweeping for bugs and signals, and yes, the guards do check for hidden devices. Step 3. The voting. Voting happens inside the Sistine Chapel. Each cardinal writes a name on a paper ballot and walks it up to the altar, placing it inside a special chalice. To elect a new pope, a cardinal needs a 2/3 majority. Step 4. The smoke signals. Here's the part everyone watches for. The smoke. After each vote, ballots are burned. If no pope is chosen, chemicals are added to create black smoke. If a new pope is elected, white smoke rises from the chimney. When does it start? Technically, the conclave can begin 15 to 20 days after a papal vacancy. That gives cardinals time to arrive from around the world. But once voting begins, it usually moves fast. In modern times, it takes 2 to 5 days. Step 5. Habeas papam. When someone finally gets enough votes, he asks if he accepts. If he does, he chooses a papal name, like John Paul or Francis. Then habeas papam. We have a pope. So next time you see the white smoke curling up from the Sistine Chapel, you'll know history is happening and a new chapter for the Catholic Church is about to begin.
All right, so that's how that happens. Now, we move from there to what exactly are they looking for, Pope-wise? Like, what's the job description?
You want to look for someone who has experience running a major diocese. If you're thinking about the capacity to run the church, right? On the other hand, maybe you're looking for someone who's a more prophetic figure, someone who's guided by their life of prayer and their contact with God, right? A man of obvious holiness.
Holiness. All right, so that rules us out, guys, because we are not holy unless you're talking about our genes. So, what are the betting odds and who are the favorites to be the next pope?
Who will be the next pope? With Pope Francis passing away, the world awaits the decision of the College of the Cardinals. So let's look at the top 5 contenders, favored to lead the Catholic Church into its next chapter. Number 5. Cardinal Peter Turkson, Ghana. At 76, Cardinal Turkson is renowned for his advocacy in social justice, economic reform, and environmental issues. As a prominent voice in the church, his leadership could symbolize a significant shift towards the global south. Number 4, Cardinal Peter Erdo, Hungary. At age 72, Cardinal Erdo is a respected theologian, known for his conservative stance and deep understanding of church doctrine. His election would appeal to those seeking a return to traditional values. Number 3, Cardinal Fridolin Obongo Bazungu, Democratic Republic of Congo. At 65, Cardinal Bazungu has been a vocal advocate for peace and social justice in Africa. His leadership could bring a fresh perspective from one of the fastest growing regions of Catholicism. Number 2, Cardinal Pietro Parolin, Italy. The 70-year-old Vatican Secretary of State, Cardinal Parolin is known for his diplomatic acumen and his close association with Pope Francis. His experience positions him as a candidate for continuity and stability. Number 1, Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle, Philippines. At 67, Cardinal Tagle is celebrated for his humility and progressive views. His papacy would mark a historic moment, reflecting the Church's growing diversity.
Oh, there we go. Those are the top 5 betting odds. I think it depends. Like, the guy who knows the politics of the place is the dude that's in charge of everything for the last couple popes. Pangolin or whatever his name is. That guy, he is the Pangolin. Yep, we voted in Pangolin. Pangolin, whatever his name is. That guy's good. But he is arguably the one who knows the most about the politics of the poping, if that makes sense. He has done it. He has run through it. He has been there firsthand. He's been the secretary for a long time. Tagli or whatever, that guy from the Philippines, I think he's got the edge right now. And when you go and you look at the Philippines and several other places, that place is 80% Catholic? And there's 1.4 billion Catholics on the planet, and the growth amongst in the Southeast Asia has been huge. So I think that is that's probably the top two. The guy from Ghana has a shot, but I would say those two are kind of the moneymakers. Unless, of course, Father Guido Sarducci. My money's on one of the Peters. The one Peter, the guy from Hungary, that guy's old school. Like, divorced, you're never allowed to get remarried. If you do, you're cheating. Like, it's that kind of, like, that guy is old school. I think he also wants to go back to only Latin services. So, which, doesn't help a lot of people. First of all, how many guys still speak Latin? I mean, it's been a while. My Latin's not very good. Yes, I know that guy sounded like Casey Kasem. I don't know who he is. It's kind of fun, though. You know what, guys? We do things different here, okay? Right? Other people will bore you. Not us. We give it to you straight.
We bring back dead celebrities for you.
This is Casey Kasem. Next. How many times do I have to tell you on the up note? Remember that? If you guys haven't heard Casey's famous...
his rant?
His rant about the never go from an up to a slow. And then the one about the dog.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my Lord. That was brutal. Brutal, I say. But those are, that's how that whole thing works. And I was surprised they were talking about how they go in and they sweep with sweepers and everything. That's how, like in the movie Conclave, they're serious about this. They want this thing to be as secretive as possible. Some of these people have never even met, though. That's the other thing they were talking about. They've never even met some of these other Cardinals. I don't know who they are. We haven't had an American Cardinal. How about time for one of those, huh? Huh, guys?
That's clearly anti-immigrant bias right there.
Yeah, that's right. How many? We only have one Cardinal here, right? Is it Dolan? Is he the only Cardinal in America?
I thought there was a few, like 3.
Is there?
Like one in New York. I think there's one.
That's Dolan.
In St. Petersburg.
Florida,
I think. And then there one in L.A.?
I don't know.
Could be wrong.
That's a good question. If only there was a machine, Bell. If only there was some sort of machine.
You know what? I don't live my life wishing. I just go ahead and move forward.
You know what? The people that are sweeping and making sure nothing gets out, no leaks, they could help out here a little bit with old Pete Hegseth, because that guy seems to have a lot of problems. Okay? He's got issues. Many of you may support him. I got to be honest with you, based on a lot of the stuff that's coming out, if it wasn't for the media pushing so hard, I think Trump would have dumped him by now. I think he would have said, you know what, this can't go on anymore because this is just being run around. Yes, sir.
17 Cardinals in the U.S.
17 Cardinals?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a lot.
That's a whole lot.
Man, 17 Cardinals in the U.S. See, I didn't even know that. We don't need white privilege Pope. White privilege Pope. I think the guy from the Philippines is going to be the leader. I think he's got the outside of all the white privilege popes. I think they've been really looking at this guy, and I think and again, it's what do you do if you're the church? Because a lot of the old school has really gotten upset over the fact that not just, he wanted to be more inclusive. He wanted to be more opening in the church, which if you're going to survive, you've got to do that. I mean, it's, the Catholic Church, besides all the other stuff, which we haven't made fun of, okay, at all today. And trust me, the jokes are out there. I might bring them out in the third hour, but not right now. We'll see how it goes. We might do some crowd work. But the Catholic Church is trying to expand. You've got to, and they look, and a younger generation looks at it as old and stale, and it's full of ritualistic stuff that they're not into. It's a church of no. And they look at it and they say to themselves, I don't want to be a part of that, right? They're exclusive of the LGBTQ plus community. Well, the younger generation isn't. And this Pope was expanding some of that but it also pissed off a lot of the older generation who are more conservative. And as we know, man, poping ain't easy. It is not. We got to get a shirt made. Let us know, people. Would you buy that shirt? Poping ain't easy?
Maybe we can set it up for pre-orders and we'll just make what people want.
Because I can set that up. We can do it. We'll get it on we'll get it on my Chad Benson Show website. We'll do the Poping ain't easy sweatshirt and T-shirt, hoodie, and all that stuff.
I want a piece of that action.
Of course, man. Poping ain't easy. It's a quote from Bell.
And Big Daddy Kane.
Oh, Big Daddy Kane. Well, that was Pimpin' Ain't Easy, which is different. Just saying.
Slightly.
It would be interesting to see what exactly the church does. And because I've already got several texts here where they want them to go old school. And are they going to go new school? I'm not talking. I'd like Johnny Thunder, but nobody's going with that one because we found out there is no Saint Johnny Thunder, which there should have been. So coming up, a lot of stuff to get to today. We'll talk a little bit about Harvard and all these schools suing Trump. I mean, Trump is spending more time in the courtroom than he was pre-becoming the president. Talk a little bit about that. We'll probably get to Abrego next hour. It's not like he's going anywhere. It's not very nice, Chad. No. God, the whole going over there, too. God, the ass kissing that some of these people do, you know? I'm in El Salvador, and I'm here to save Abrego. He's just such a good guy. Just stop it. My God, we'll talk about that as well. If you're missing the show, we say, shame on you, grab the podcast. Shame. 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 We're awful at this.